Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am discovering new things. I don't know how to, what do I say after that? Welcome back to my channel. What do people do? Thanks for coming back to my channel. This month we are making cocktails. We will focus on, just making drinks. I don't know. I'm not a professional, okay? So I'm just like finding drinks, making them, and then I guess you're gonna watch that. Hey, welcome back to my channel. I am just trying to find happiness in general everyday life. So that's what this whole deal is about. This month, I am trying to make cocktails. I'm trying to up my home bartender game. So I'm making new syrups, I'm making new drinks, generally trying to learn the basics of bartending. So that's what this is all about. Let's get started. Okay, so I have a few more minutes of being alone in the house. So we are gonna start this video off with prepping for our cocktails. Usually, I think you only squeeze the lime juice and stuff as you make the cocktail, but I'm just gonna be realistic. Like, if I can help my future self by prepping some more, I'm gonna do it. So we are going to squeeze some limes, maybe make some garnishes. We're gonna make syrups, and we'll prep our bartender station for later, which, I mean, it's like 3 o'clock now. I probably won't film that until 9 o'clock, if I'm being honest, because children and bedtimes. Okay, let's get started.
Yeah. No.
Okay, a lot of day has passed since we last talked. It is now nearly 9 o'clock and we are starting to make drinks. Now, I mean, you obviously know I'm not a professional, but I need to reiterate. I am not a professional. This is me trying things. So I have gathered some recipes and I'm like trying to follow them, but also I'm not gonna follow them to a T. And so I hope that you who know better just have some grace for me. I'm just trying my best. Okay, let's start off with, I forgot the ginger syrup. Let's start off with the rye buck with the ginger syrup. Hold on, I'm back. I think I have all the materials. Okay, I have decided I'm gonna use this glass again. Please don't come for me. I know there's specific glasses for each drink and I don't have them all, but I have this one and we're gonna use it. I think it's pretty okay. Okay, another thing I learned on this journey is that I think this is pretty much a shaker for all amateurs. That's okay, it's the one we have. The professional shakers look like 2 cups stacked on top of each other, and you cock it at an angle so that this side is straight and this side is like this. And then usually the bigger cup is weighted at the bottom, so when you shake, you don't have to work as hard, which is really cool. But this, for my peasantry, this is great, and I'm gonna use it. I don't need all the fancy stuff just yet. Now, I should note, with the rye buck, you're supposed to use rye whiskey. I don't have that. I have Maker's Mark. So we're gonna try it and just hope that it does the trick. All right, so this recipe calls for 2 ounces of rye whiskey, which is 60 milliliters. Now, it calls for 3/4 ounces or 22 milliliters of ginger syrup. This is the syrup that we made earlier. That trick that I did with the little strainer worked really well. In the video I watched, he had to use a nut milk bag to strain out all of the grain, all of the pulp, that's the right word. So I'm really pleased. I didn't have to peel the ginger at all or anything, which is great. All right, so we are doing 22 milliliters of ginger syrup. Perfect. Those 3 rough pumps. I'm sorry, don't listen to me. Okay, and now we're gonna do a 1/2 ounce or 15 milliliters of lime juice. Okay, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. Great, and now I'm gonna shake that with ice and top it with soda water. I think I'm gonna strain the ice out. I don't know that you're supposed to do that, but I'm going to. All right. It does look a little sad without the ice. Here you go, bud. Great. Top with soda water. I have Perrier. I don't think that's the same thing, but it's what we have. And we are all about using what we have. All right, it calls for a lime peel. I didn't think about that earlier, and I just have lime wedges, so we're gonna do that. And honestly, that is really beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I just taste the soda water. I think I'm supposed to mix it. It's really good, actually. I think I'm used to drinks that are a little sweeter. This doesn't have any simple syrup or any kind of sweetener. It's just the whiskey, ginger, lime, and the bitters, and the soda water. And honestly, it's really good. I don't know that I'll keep this stuff on hand to make it, but like if I saw it at a bar, I think I would order it. What do we have next? What do we have? Okay. You know what is kind of really dumb? I don't have the right materials for nearly any of these drinks. I don't know where you go to find some of these things. Like sugar cubes, I can't find them anywhere. I literally could not find grapefruit juice. Also, I mean, granted, I'm not trying extremely hard because I have like this much time to myself. So like going out to scour a grocery store for one particular item is not like on the top of my list to do, you know? So we have made some substitutions and they're all great. So we are gonna make a paloma, which is usually tequila, tequila, lime juice, and grapefruit juice, as well as simple syrup. Like I said, I couldn't find grapefruit juice, so I used guava, and actually it's really good. So I'm not bummed because I don't like grapefruits. So I don't know, maybe if you want to make this, find grapefruit juice, find some guava juice as well, and compare and see which one you like better. This is definitely the one for me. All right, so I am using the scale. I definitely prefer using a scale compared to a jigger. I have a cheap form of the jigger. There is such a thing that's called a graduated jigger, and it has lots of different marks for the particular ounces. Okay, so anyways, I'm using a scale. You use whatever you want. This is my style. All right, so we're doing 1.5 ounces. Now we are gonna do 0.75 ounces of lime juice. We're gonna do 0.75 ounces of grapefruit juice. Well, guava juice. And then we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, which I made this earlier. You can definitely buy simple syrup at the store. But I mean, it's really just sugar and water, so you can definitely also just make it at home. I have obviously purchased it before. I'm just reusing this bottle, and every time I make it, I just put it in here. But I am asking for some new syrup bottles for my birthday, and I'll show you a picture. They're so freaking cool. You can screw off the bottom so you don't have to worry about sticking a bottle brush in there to clean it all. And then you can get specific pour spouts, which is really great for making cocktails like this or for coffee drinks. We obviously make cocktails and we love to make coffee. So I'm really excited to get those because I'm gonna try to make, I think, like a lot of different syrups and maybe also some infusion drinks. I think that would be really good. All right, back to our paloma. Okay, so now we're gonna shake it. So I always strain it and then I add the ice. I know that's weird. It's just what I do. You just top it off with a little lime wedge garnish. Oh, hold on. You know, like a real bartender would use a knife, but I'm not one. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, it's just so good. It's so good. You have to try it, okay? Just try it, please. Let's see, next we're gonna make a margarita. We are going to grab our tequila. The special thing about this tequila is it's made with 100% agave. And then as the sweetener, instead of a simple syrup, you are using agave nectar, which is really, really good. It's really rich and deep, and honestly, I just love it. So let's get into it. You need to start out with 2 ounces of tequila reposado. I'm gonna put it into my shaker. And again, you're not supposed to shake every cocktail. Every cocktail has its own way to be made. This is just what I'm doing today. With this one, I actually really do prefer to shake it because I think it helps mix up the agave really well. The agave does mix better than honey usually does. I think it tastes really good this way. Okay, next we're gonna do 1 ounce of our lime juice. Now we're gonna do 1/2 ounce of agave. Now we do our ice and we shake. Okay, that was maybe a little extra. It's whatever. Whatever you want. However you want to shake, you do it. Okay, I am gonna use this fun glass and we are going to salt the rim. I usually do not prefer to salt the rim of my glass for a margarita, but for the sake of this video and for the sake of aesthetic, we are going to do that. What you want to do is take your lime, rub around the edge of your glass. Okay, and then you're gonna just take this, put it right in the salt. And I'm just not gonna be a psycho and strain and add ice. I'm just gonna put the whole thing in the glass, okay? Sorry, I'm gonna try to do better. There we go. That's your margarita, and it's awesome. Please let me know if you try this recipe. Next, we are making a Moscow Mule, which is, I think, the first cocktail I ever had on my 21st birthday, and I loved it. We are using Tito's vodka today. First, you start off with 2 ounces of vodka. Now we are going to do 0.75 ounces of lime juice. Shit, I keep doing way more lime juice. It's fine. Some people like it limey. I'm not one of those people. Okay, I have written down 3 to 4 ounces of ginger beer, but that doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna go with the milliliters, which it says 90 to 120 milliliters. So we're gonna switch our unit on here. Hope it works. I love to use Barrett's ginger beer. It is so freaking good. It's not too spicy, which is something that I usually hate about Moscow Mules when I get them out at different restaurants. You never know what the spice level is going to be of your ginger beer. This one's just kind of sweet, mildly spicy. Love it. I guess we'll go for a full hundo. There we go. All right, and then you're supposed to garnish with a lime wheel. We are gonna use this, oh no, here it goes. Fancy ice my husband made. Oh God. Plop it in there, just stir it up. And we're gonna use a little lime wheel. There you go, you have a Moscow Mule. Yep. Tastes like my 21st birthday. Is that good? I don't know. So today we are going to make a mojito. My mint is starting to look a little bit sad. I bought a little bit too much. We are going to do 6 to 8 mint leaves in the bottom of the cup. I'm going to make this extra minty because I have a lot of mint. So 3/4 of an ounce simple syrup. So we are muddling. You don't want to press too hard because apparently it can become more of a vegetable-y taste. This is, all my information is from the Educated Barfly, so hopefully he's a good source. But you do want to press enough to get the oils out and infuse the flavor. I feel like that's pretty good. Sometimes we will put blueberries in here and we will press that And then we'll add like a blueberry seltzer, and it is really good. So you can kind of get creative with it. Whatever kind of seltzer you want that you think would taste good with mint is probably a safe bet. Okay, so we got that going. Bring back our scale, our sticky scale. We are gonna pull out the rum. Don't look too closely. And we're gonna do 2 fluid ounces of rum. I like to use Bacardi white rum. Okay. This is not that. Okay, if you noticed that, just pretend you didn't. It's gin. I'm sorry. That's what we have. Now we are going to do 1 ounce of lime juice. And then this recipe asks for 2 fluid ounces of sparkling water. Great. Okay, now we're going to put our ice. Okay, like I said, the mint is looking a little sad, but according to the educated barfly, this is what you do to get the oils or the essence out of the mint. And then you want to kind of rip off the stem, put it in your drink. And this creates kind of a fun experience when you're drinking it. You usually put it right by the straw. So as you're sipping, you're smelling the mint, and it enhances the flavor. Take a lime peel or a lime wedge. I'm going to throw it in there. There's your mojito. Hey, you know what? It's actually pretty good with gin. Which is a secret. You didn't know that I used gin instead of rum. I used rum the whole time. We're back. We're taking a little snack break because that's a lot of alcohol. Okay, next we are making the bee's knees, which is so freaking good. It is 0.7 ounces of honey, 0.7 ounces of lemon juice, 2 ounces of gin. And oh my gosh, it's wonderful. I'm considering in the future toying around with making my own infused syrups. So I would really like to make a honey lavender syrup. I think that would be great in this. And then if you want a non-alcoholic drink, you could put it in lemonade. I think it would be awesome. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that. 0.7 ounces of honey. Perfect. 0.7 ounces of lemon juice. How am I gonna pour it out of this? I don't know. We're gonna spoon it. We're gonna spoon it out. Now you stir that until it is well incorporated. Now we are going to do 2 ounces of gin. Nice. I'm going to mix it again for good measure. You're going to add a ball of ice. All right, so then you garnish with a lemon peel, or a lemon wedge rather. And there you have it, the bee's knees. This is really good. It's a little strong, but very tasty. Okay, So I have a lot of drinks to finish. Thankfully, my husband took the brunt of it. I really only have these two. Woo! Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching. I hope that you learned something. I definitely learned a lot of things. I don't know if I conveyed how much of the things that I learned. I'm going to link some of the accounts that I followed to get this information. Some of these videos were just super helpful for me. I don't know that I will maintain a high bartender standard for all the drinks that I make at home, but it is really fun to know more about what you can do. I think that I'm really excited about making my own syrups and infusing them in order to get more complex drinks and even use those within coffee beverages in the future. As you can see, we have an espresso machine. We're very fond of coffee in this household. I think this month's hobby exercised my creative skills, and it also was an exercise in patience. As I have said before, am not great at research, so trying to look into a hobby is something new for me, and sticking it out even if it's kind of annoying or hard and I don't like it, that's new for me. I pretty much am someone who will give up when it gets hard. So something I can work on is sticking it out, trying new things, and just trying to enjoy the moment. Even if that moment is hard and it seems as if I am failing, that's okay. Thank you so much for joining. If you want to try any of these recipes, please go ahead. Let me know how you feel about them. If you alter any of them, I would love to know how you do that. And if there are any syrups that you think that I should try to make, please let me know. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. Bye.